Okay, hello there. Thank you for watching. In my previous video, I shared some tips on how you can thrive in any industry or career. In this video, I would like to delve deep into the topic of popular online side hustles. It's great connecting with you. My name is Pauline Cheng and I am a Bazi coach. Now, as a coach, my primary focus is on the topic of careers. Not just your main career, but also something which is becoming more important in our post-COVID world, the side hustle. But first, let's talk about why we need a side hustle in the first place. Well, number one, we all could do with multiple sources of income, right? Today, all of us are faced with so much economic uncertainties and disruptions. It's really stressful worrying if you have a job from day one to another, right? It has become even more important for all of us to have sources of income, preferably from different types of industries. In other words, let's not put all our eggs in the basket, right? What we do in the time we are not at work determines now our financial well-being even more than ever. A side hustle is a great way to start your own business. You know, not all of us have the funds to start a new business. Not all of us have the opportunity to just, live the dream, quit our job, start anew. If you have reached a certain age in life, that prospect can be very daunting. So a side hustle allows you to build your momentum before you confront that choice. In other words, it's a great way to test the waters. It's also a great way to improve your skills and experience for your next job. And listen, this is not just something for the younger generation. This applies for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're 25 or 35, 45, or even 55, okay? Now, just run a search on Google and you will find a long list of potentially well-paying online side hustles in 2020 and 2021. Now, most recently, a popular Malaysian marketing guru, his name is Vince Tan, even ran a webinar for the top 10 side hustles for the coming year. So here are the top 10 from Vince Tan's free report. Thank you, Mr. Tan, which I downloaded. All right, you can see here. Sell knowledge, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, content creator, coach or consultant. You have a freelance agency, arbitrage services and products, deal maker, key opinion leader, and virtual assistant. Listen, there are even online master classes on the side hustle, all right? So now for this, you really need to plot your Bazi chart using the JY software. Okay, really, because there is a portion there that you will need to use. Now, here's the link, okay? The answers here are easy for non-practitioners to find, so why don't you pause this video for a minute while you go to the link and plot the chart. Just remember to come back, okay? So now, first, a disclaimer. The terminologies in this free sharing are copyrighted materials belonging to Dato' Joey Yap and the JY Mastery Academy. So to learn more about what they do, please visit joeyap.com, okay? So now, after you've plotted the chart, it's going to come back to you. Once you've keyed in your date of birth, if you know your time of birth, all the better. The software will automatically return you with something like this. So what I need you to do is to scroll all the way right down to the bottom, all right, where you see the list of profiles is displayed. What we're going to do now is to match your top profile to the gig. So are you ready? Let's begin. So first one is the, now that you've gone through, you've seen, what you need to do is to look at the top 3 profiles. Okay, in this example, we have the friend, rob wealth, and direct resource. Okay, so now that you've determined it, let's get on to it. Direct wealth. If you see direct wealth at the top, or anywhere among the top 3, but I prefer at the top because it's easy to develop. Okay, so the characteristics of direct wealth is they are authoritative, they are responsible, disciplined. Direct wealth is very task-based. So what they do is they make things happen. That's their special role. So an online side gig that you could consider if you have direct wealth among the top 3 would be digital project management, or being someone's virtual assistant. Okay, so because what I'm doing is I'm taking the core talent of direct wealth and matching it to the current online jobs, as you can see. So, moving on. Indirect wealth. If you have indirect wealth among your top 3, then these are the characteristics that are matching to the job. Indirect wealth tends to be a self-starter, very enterprising, okay? In Cantonese, we call it, they always have something going on. They are able to spot opportunities, okay? And so a suitable side hustle would be to establish a freelance agency or even a fundraiser. If you operate at a higher level of your game, indirect wealth guys tends to be the serial entrepreneur. They love to start things because they can see opportunities, and then they sell off their companies and then they start something new, right? But this is not for everybody. So a common side hustle would be maybe to establish a freelance agency or be a fundraiser, okay? Next, this is my favorite because in the study of Bazi, if you have the eating god, you will never starve to death, okay? Because the eating god represents creativity, innovation. A lot of people seem to think that eating god equals the ability to write, or is it the ability to draw or to sing, to make music, that sort of thing. But actually, eating god basically means the ability to create something out of nothing. So if you have the eating god among your top 3, a suitable side hustle would be, of course, content creator or as a strategist. This is great for the eating god because here's the thing, eating god main profile dislikes routine. So if we get a side hustle that allows you to work at your own pace, doesn't matter if you want to work at 3 a.m. in the morning, as long as you still deliver the job, you get paid. That's great, okay? If the herding officer is among your top 3. Characteristics of the herding officer is someone confident, inspirational, and most importantly, you're able to make things sexy. Let me give you an easy example between the difference between eating god and herding officer. If eating god is the songwriter, the herding officer is the singer. The eating god is the director, the herding officer is the actor. So as you can see, this is a performing star. This is a performer. So since you are able to sell, then why not affiliate marketing? Okay, so that's the herding officer. Next, if you have among your top 3 the direct resource, okay, the characteristics of a direct resource person is analytical, data-driven, very meticulous, able to turn knowledge into money. So therefore, a suitable side hustle is to teach, sell that knowledge. You know, in my consults, I hear a lot of people telling me this, but Pauline, I don't know anything. Listen, trust me, you know something that someone else needs to know. So take what you know, create a course out of it, sign up on Udemy and sell it. Okay, so that's a great way for a direct resource to create a side hustle. And what I love about this type of side hustle is you create it once, but it can generate income over time, which is e-compounding. So that's a fantastic way to create a second stream of income, right? So next, indirect resource is among your top 3 or at the very top, okay? This person is perceptive, very unorthodox, and it has the ability to turn instincts. It has great indirect person has great instincts. Turn instincts into opportunities. A suitable hustle would be spiritual wellness because people with strong indirect resource in their chart will naturally have an affinity with the spiritual side of life. So be it whether it is yoga or if you're talking about maybe metaphysics, astrology, for example, or even meditation. Okay, so you could be considering holding classes to teach things like that, numerology. tarot. The list is virtually endless. And by the way, just a little tidbit. This graph was taken from Oprah Winfrey's chart. So don't tell me indirect resource cannot get rich, okay? So, next. If the direct officer is among your top 3, the characteristics of the direct officer is someone who is systematic, who is nurturing. Direct officer likes to support other people. That's what they do, okay? They support other people. So, therefore, direct officer make one of the best life coaches. So this is something that you could be exploring. And then next, 7 killings. Okay. Now the 7 killings is courageous, steadfast. 7 killings is all about aggressive problem solving. So for this, I'm matching 7 killings with e-commerce because 7 killings enjoy that day-to-day hustle and bustle. They enjoy breaking new ground. They enjoy creating new markets. They love to be challenged. So I think e-commerce would be a great match for someone with a 7 killings profile, okay? Now, if you have the friend as among your top 3, okay, characteristics of the friend is someone who is very good at networking, very resourceful. In this case, your contact list is your net worth. Your network is your net worth, and therefore an ideal side hustle will be to act as a deal maker or someone who arbitrage products and services, because you know so many types of people. So you take this from this person and you sell it over there, and basically, or you put two friends together, work together, and you get a small commission. That's a great way to use the friend profile. Now, I know I keep saying among the top 3, but frankly, I prefer to see it at the top. Here's the thing though, when it's right at the top and it's at a high level like this, like you see in the natal chart, it says 96%. Okay, when that happens, usually we ourselves are not aware of those talents. So, but when I see it at the top, what it means is that it can be easily developed if you open yourself up to it, okay? And the last profile would be the rob wealth. Now, if you're rob wealth, the characteristics is someone who is ambitious, charismatic. Listen, the rob wealth doesn't sit at home waiting for opportunity to come knocking. The rob wealth is out there creating opportunities. So, and it also represents the ability to influence people, the ability to gather followers, all right? So since you have that follower luck, the ability to get people to follow you, then why not as an influencer, okay? So that comes to the end of using the 10 gods to match a potential online side hustle for yourself. Of course, you can use these characteristics, these stuff to use it within the top 3. And if you meld it together, that's where you create a blue ocean out of the red ocean, okay? But that's it for me for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Plenty more coming up in this channel, all right? And I hope I've imparted something useful for you. If you have any questions, type it in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. There will be more cool career-related parts of stuff coming up in my channel. So if you like what you've seen so far, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, please. Thanks for watching. Until next time, you have a great day.